Family and friends, will you support and uphold Laura and Ashley in their marriage now and in the years to come?
We will.
I think we can do a bit better. Family and friends, will you support and uphold Laura and Ashley in their marriage now and in the years to come?
We will.
That's more like it. So in that case, we'll proceed.
We're all gathered together to celebrate Ashley and Laura's wedding day. A wonderful, fun-loving, devoted couple. What more can I possibly say? But before the corks start to pop and a speech from the best man, let's just take a minute and go back over how it all began. Their paths first crossed 17 years ago when both at the same party. Neither really noticing each other, or maybe a bit, but hardly. Then a few years later, Ash asked Laura out on a date. When asked how it went, Laura cooed. Oh, it was great. Their friendship, it grew and was soon a romance. They talked and they laughed, and oh how they loved to dance. Laura's dream was to travel. It was an itch she had to scratch. She now had a companion and was thrilled that it was Ash. In May 15, they left with only backpacks and each other. Smiling and happy, they called over their shoulders, "Don't worry, mother." Off to explore the world, they left England behind. No guarantee of what was ahead, but they didn't mind. First stop was Europe, then Africa and Asia came next. Just the odd phone call home, or maybe just a text. They were living the dream, and each day was an adventure. With kangaroos and koalas, they lived and worked in the big down under. New Zealand and America were the last ones to visit, and in May 17 they bought their return home ticket. We were so thrilled to see them, we had all missed them so. What was next for them both, they really didn't know. With the adventure done and dusted, now work had to begin. So Ash picked up his scissors, but Laura picked up a tin. Their first address was Cornwall Street at number 24, later moving down the road and having 32 on their front door. With her delicious cakes and artistic flair, Laura Mary Bakes was well on course. Then Ash changed his direction, leaving Barbara in and joining the police force. Now Ash, he likes a tidy house with no dust in sight, not even a trace. So found it hard adjusting to ice and sugar, eggs and flour all over the place. Their latest move to Guildford Street, a home to call their own. Ash, he loves the garden and even strawberries he's grown. With new kitchen and fresh painted walls, which only took a while, together they have made their home unique to suit their style. Their love, it kept on growing, was clear to all to see. So with ring in hand, in Italy, Ash went down onto one knee. Laura was overcome and speechless. I know it's very rare. But their fate was set, and she said yes, and they became a pair. So with family and friends all here, as you exchange both vows and rings, we wish you every happiness as your life's next chapter now begins. From today you will be man and wife, with two names becoming one. So congratulations, Ash and Laura, the new Mr. and Mrs. Thompson.
Wait for the essay. Laura, 10 years ago, I bumped into you unexpectedly in a nightclub in Hereford. We were both at a crossroads in our lives, finished relationships that had dwindled, had careers that we were bored of, and a desire for something more, something special, something better. I still remember the feeling I had seeing you in the nightclub for the first time in years. That feeling of excitement, lust, desire. Sorry, Sharon. That feeling you can't explain, but one day I'm sure we all wish to experience in our lives. 10 years on, I cannot believe that I'm stood here about to marry my best friend and the love of my life. Still with those feelings stronger than ever. The 10 years we have spent together have been the best of my life. It truly has been one big adventure. Whether it be in travelling the globe, excelling in our professions, or making a life together here in Hereford. Whatever life brings with you, I know that it will always be an adventure I cannot wait to continue. Every single day I wake up feeling like I'm the luckiest person in the world to have you by my side. Bar the morning breath, of course. I know, mine's worse. You've made an impact in my life that nobody else could ever come close to. You are the reason my smile is brighter and my laugh is louder, like Tom just said. I love you more every day. Love is passion, obsession, someone you can't live without. In you, I have found someone who I can love like crazy and who I will love me the same back. You are my travel mate, my adventure queen. Anywhere with you is anywhere I want to be. You are the voice of reason and caution, and also encouragement and support. You know me better than I know myself. Thank you for taking me as I am, loving me and welcoming me into your heart. You fill my life with meaning. Whatever this world can give to me, you are all I see. I love you to the moon and back. One more page.
Film with the camera.
I promise to try to be worthy of your love in every way. To climb mountains and swim oceans just to be by your side. I promise to always be honest, caring, patient and forgiving. I promise to respect you and to be faithful to you forever. I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I vow to travel beside you through all life adventures. I vow to always keep fighting for us, because I know we can overcome any uphill battles that we may face. I vow to dream with you, celebrate with you, walk beside you with whatever life brings. I vow to laugh with you and comfort you and to love you unconditionally for the rest of my life. And lastly, I vow that I choose you every day, 1,000,000 times over, not because I have to, but because I want to.
Ash, 10 years ago I captured your heart with my sarcastic mockery and a shot of tequila. I then came to realise you were the sweetest, most loving, calm, compassionate person I have ever known. From then on, you have become my favourite eyes to look into, my favourite smile to see, my favourite person to laugh and spend time with, and most importantly, my favourite kitchen assistant. You are my favourite everything. I love the person you are and the person you make me, and I promise to love you with the determination and confidence that you've given me over the years, even when you are a grumpy old man. As your wife, I promise to be true to you, encourage and support you, frustrate and challenge you. We all know this will be daily. And to be by your side through the beautiful moments and hard times in life. Importantly, I will always be on hand to take care of any spiders that creep their way into our house. Over the last few years, you have overcome certain challenges to be where you are, and I couldn't be prouder of the man that you are, and I still can't believe that can't quite believe that I'm the one lucky enough to be marrying you today. You know me better than anyone in this world. You are my best friend and love of my life, and I know this is just the beginning of years of love, laughter and adventures together. I love you to the moon.
Lovely. Well, I was going to say this next part might seem slightly surplus to requirements, as they now need to declare their love and commitment to one another. Ashley, will you take Laura to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honour and protect her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Laura, will you take Ashley to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honour and protect him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
So next we'll exchange rings. Oh.
You want both bits in? Sorry.
Okay, if you'd like to place the ring just on the end of
I didn't get one.
There you go. So these rings represent a never-ending love and devotion to one another, an eternal connection between your two souls. Ashley, will start with you again as groom. Please repeat after me. Laura, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Laura, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
That I am choosing you to share my life with.
That I'm choosing you to share my life with.
I promise to love you today, tomorrow and forever.
I promise to love you today, tomorrow and forever.
Laura, would you like to place the ring on the end of Ashley's finger? So, repeat after me. Ashley, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Ashley, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
That I am choosing you to share my life with.
That I am choosing you to share my life with.
I promise to love you today, tomorrow and forever.
I promise to love you today, tomorrow and forever.
So you've made promises to each other today and exchanged rings to symbolise your love and commitment to one another. It therefore gives me immense pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. You may ceremony for Laura and Ashley earlier on, I've also got the privilege of welcoming up the father of the bride to do the first speech, Mr. Kevin Davis.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those that know me, I am Kevin. I'm Laura's dad, or as Laura calls me, Calvin. And yes, I am really this short. Firstly, I'd like to thank everyone for being here today at Redbank to celebrate Laura and Ash's big day. I'll be honest, I sincerely didn't think this day would come. My feelings, as I'm sure were a few others, was that Laura was extremely happy and content as she was with her existing relationship with Ash. And then for someone who it seemed didn't want to get married, but once Ash had proposed in lovely Lake Garda, Laura had arranged and booked the venue, flyers, photographers, videographers, everything within a week and a half. I'm glad I was totally wrong. Well, what a beautiful setting here in Hampton Bishop on this very special occasion. The weather has been very kind to us, but I don't think anything could dampen this special day. As a father, as every father is to be standing here, and after walking your little girl down the aisle today, I couldn't have been more proud. I mean, doesn't she look absolutely amazing? Seeing your daughter looking so happy and radiant is a truly wonderful experience. But it is also tinged with a little sadness, as this is the moment you realise she's all grown up.
Not meant out.
We are also all so very proud of you as a gifted and very imaginative shaker, but most of all, we're extremely proud of you as being a wonderful, caring daughter, sister and friend to us all. We love you so very much. I've got a couple of short stories to tell you about Laura that stick in my mind, that I would like to share with you. Maybe not funny to some, but funny to us as a family. Sharp chips. Laura's younger years hated chips with crunchy sharp ends and refused to eat them. I still have no idea what that was all about. Another stage of Laura growing up, she wanted to be known as Princess Jasmine. And then it changed to Esmeralda. Obviously these were Disney characters, but you thought she would have grown out of this at the age of 25. Only joking. And another stage of her growing up, we had Laura Two Clips. She had to have two identical hair clips side by side in the front of her hair. As I said before, not funny to some, but funny to us as a family. Stories aside, our daughter now begins a new life, and there will be another person who will turn to for love and protection. But I want her to know that we will always be there for you. Now to the group. Now to the group, soon to be DC Thompson. I have known Ash for over 20 years, being a friend of Murray's. Ash was even at Bev and my wedding back in 2006. I've got a photo in my pocket of Laura and Ash together. They were a perfect couple then. A little story about Ash. We had a little vacation on our sister's property in France, where we would sunbathe on a man-made beach at the side of a beautiful lake. Cutting a long story short, Bev was lay sunbathing where a snake decided to nestle up next to her. Once Bev had realised, she jumped up with her swimsuit undone, and as you could imagine, her breasts fell out. Poor Ash nearly went blind. but he later said he did risk one eye. Ash in our eyes, you were a wonderful guy and had been part of the family even before you and Laura got together. But then you go and actually spoil it by being a Newcastle fan. Joking aside, of all the amazing qualities that you possess, my favourite is that you're always making our people smile. And I can now officially welcome you into the family. I'm extremely proud to now call you my son-in-law. What we ask of you, Ash, is that you take care of Laura. She is very special to us, and that you both have a wonderful married life together. Just a few things for you both. Marriage is like a garden. It takes time to grow, but the harvest is rich into those who patiently and tenderly care for the ground. To love is nothing, to be loved is something. But to love and be loved by the one you love is everything. And that a successful marriage is not about finding a person you can live with, but finding the person that you can't live without. And I know that you found that in each other. So, before I take a seat, I have one final task to perform. And it's a task that is both my honour and privilege. So can we please raise a glass and toast the bride and groom. Laura and Ash.
Mr. and Mrs. Thompson.
Nice job. Thank you, Kev, for that lovely speech. It's always going to be a tough one to follow that. In my eyes, it was a little short, but you're used to that, Hello, everyone. I'm Ashley. You may recognise me as such BBC shows as Bargain Hunt. If you haven't seen it, you'll probably get on catch up. I showed that a long time ago. Well, I'm certainly enjoying myself. I hope you all enjoying yourself so far today. I have the pleasure as a groom to go through the thank yous. So there's going to be a lot, so bear with me, please. So on behalf of me and my wife, we would like to thank each and every one of you for being here today to celebrate a truly special day with us. And what a day it's been so far, like I said. All of you are here have had some kind of impact on our lives, whether that's individually or together. We would not be the same without you celebrating here with us. I know most of you are local, but a special thanks to the friends and family that travelled far. We got the Brummies.
family from Bristol. Where we got Bristol? Here we are. We got friends from Bournemouth, Cotswolds and Somerset. So thank you to all of you for travelling here today. I want to start a special thanks to the bridesmaids. You all look gorgeous today. Keeping Laura Carter composed this morning. And I'd say you're getting her on time, but you were late. So I'll take that one back. Thank you for making sure Laura had a great hen do in Brighton. Even though it was a complete washout. And no one allowed you in anywhere. I heard Poplar was a real highlight. For Laura. So before we start the proper thanks, I want to just take a moment for those who are no longer with us. So I want to take this opportunity to raise a glass to the people that are no longer with us but missed and not forgotten. So can we please stay seated and raise a glass to Nanny Lady, Mad Grandad, Nanny Grandad Brealey, Nanny Grandad Thompson and Auntie Michelle. Cheers. Cheers. Firstly, we've got to go to Laura's dad and stepmom, Kevin Bev. Well, I've known Bev for many, many years, since I was about 10 years old. I grew up on the estate that they did, so if I wasn't at home, I'd normally be at Bev's house, hanging out with Murray, Lucas and Finn, wherever he is. There he is. Oh, he's second row, sorry Finn. Where's got the second row? So before meeting Laura, I already felt part of your family. And then you met Kevin 17 years ago, and you married him at Redbank, and that's when I first met Laura. I know, like we all say, Hereford is a very small place. But yes, first I met Laura at your wedding, and not knowing that 7 years later, we would start dating. But Kevin Ben, from day one, you welcomed me into the family. I remember one night when me and Laura started dating. One of Kev's specialist barbecues that he always does, he gave me the talk, the father talk. You better treat her right. You heard her, I'll come and hurt you. It scared me so much I ended up marrying her. Kev, so I've never met anyone as generous as Kev before. Whether you're hosting a get-together, taking the family out for a meal, or helping us with some DIY, doing the DIY. You're always there for us, and I can't thank you enough for that. These traits of generosity, family values, and selflessness you have passed on to Laura, and one of the reasons why I love her so much. Now on to Laura's mother, Sharon. Just want to say thanks for that poem. That was a beautiful poem at the ceremony, Sharon. So thank you for that. Thank you for treating me like one of your own since day one. Not once have I dreaded going round to the in-laws. If it's anything, I'm the one asking when we're going to see you next. You feed me better than anyone else in the house. You always make sure I have seconds and if not thirds. Sharon, you're like a second mom to me. Always there for me, always supporting me. Sharon actually, like you said in the poem, drove Laura to our first official date at the Orange Tree in Hereford. I think she drove to make sure I turned up, and that I didn't look a bit dodgy, so that she could drive out. So I want to thank Sharon for allowing her out of the car that night, because if you didn't, we might not be stood here today. I feel privileged and lucky to officially be part of the family on both sides. Kevin and Sharon, you created a beautiful daughter, and Bev and John, with your support, you've played a huge role in Laura's life, and one of the reasons how she turned out so great. A smart, creative, kind, hard-working woman who I love very much. You're lucky enough to call my wife. Now on to my parents. Anne and Gary. My parents have been married, if I get this right, 48 years this year, is that correct? I think that's around 48 years. both are inspiration to me. Been married for 48 years. Throughout my life, you've instilled and shown me the qualities needed for a happy marriage. I hope me and Laura can be as happy as you two in the years to come. You both taught me so much, and have always encouraged me to make the most of every opportunity. Even when I had my weird emo stage in my teens.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
I know. It was a bit up and down then, but you stuck with me, and I think I turned out better on the other side. I feel lucky to have such a fantastic childhood. You've always put me, James and Kate first before anything else. Dad, you always worked so hard to make sure we had the things we needed, especially in our family holidays each year, whether that be abroad and our great trips to the Lake District. You both installed in us the importance of hard work, learning, and learning from our own mistakes in life. Mum, thank you for always being there for me, even though you probably still see me as a 13-year-old boy. Still saying things like, watch the road and text me when you get home. But I wouldn't change it for the world. Thank you for all your support through everything, and I couldn't ask for better parents, and I love you both very much. Now for the most important person in the room. My beautiful bride, Laura. Laura, you look absolutely fantastic today.
You wrote that before you saw
I know. I scribbled that out. This is okay. You look incredible today. Absolutely incredible. I couldn't believe it when you walked down the aisle. I nearly went. I did. I was that close. I don't think anyone in this room really knew what Laura was going to wear today. I'm sure there was probably some bets going on in the room. But wow, you look absolutely beautiful. A little shout out to the designer of the dress, Julie Starris. Her daughter is here, Rachel. The soon-to-be Mr. Hughes, or Mrs. Hughes, I should say. So can you please pass the congratulations on to the designer, Rachel, please. So, like you've probably heard many times today, me and Laura have been together for 10 years. 10 years this weekend, actually. So, I purposely chose this weekend so that I could actually only have to deal with one anniversary. And I smart. Like I mentioned earlier, me and Laura met 17 years ago at Kevin Bev's wedding. We became close, but nothing seemed to happen. And somehow we didn't really see each other for the next 7 years. And then one night, in an amazing club in Hereford, you might know, Play. I was in Play 54, I was a bit older. And you were the younger woman. We spotted each other on the other side of the dance floor. We were both so happy to see each other, and both newly single. I can still remember how amazing you looked that night, and how much you made me laugh and smile. Laura actually brought me a drink, so we probably all agreed that she did come on to me, really. So that drink was tequila and lime. And it is nasty, but we're going to taste this in a minute, all of us. If you don't, you can just pass it to the person to your left. An adventure that was once in a lifetime, whether that be barbecuing on the beach in Australia, safari in Africa, diving in Thailand, parachuting out of plane to New Zealand, or shark cage diving in the Southern Ocean. It was once in a lifetime, it was our adventure, and one I wouldn't do with anyone else. On returning from travelling, you've created an incredible business from scratch. A business that we all know as Laura Mary Bakes. A business that you pour so much time, effort and energy, dedication, to which has grown from strength to strength. We bought our first house, I've changed careers, and today we've carried on that adventure by getting married. The journey continues, and I cannot wait what the journey entails. But I'm happy in knowing it's going to be with you. You are the most beautiful, caring, and determined person I have ever met. Do not know what I have done to deserve a woman like you. You're my best friend, and now you're also my wife. I'm so excited for the rest of our life. Got any tequilas? Yeah. To the bride. Yeah, it's fine. Best man Shane here today. So we're going to have my best man Shane here today. He lives in America, lives in Tennessee, but he couldn't make it. He tried to get a green card and they're not giving it to him. I don't blame him really. So he couldn't leave the country to come over. Unfortunately, and he's very sorry for him not being here, but I think there is something arranged, from what I know. Is there? Yes. Yes, we step through the door. Oh, yeah, the reserve is here. The reserve? Come in, thanks, everyone. I'll pass you over.
So, this is Shane. Pop him up somewhere. He'll become relevant later. So I've just got to get his speech up because obviously I didn't write it, so it's come from him. But firstly, I'll like to say a couple of words first. Obviously, you knew this was coming. So unfortunately, Shane, the best man, couldn't make it today, so I'm standing in to make his best man speech. I didn't know this before, but apparently there's a word for somebody who's the best man in reserve, and that is the better man. James gets it, let's go. So when I heard Ash was getting married, I was both surprised and shocked. I mean, I was shocked because Laura's my sister, and it was a little bit weird, and surprised because Laura's a woman. When I heard that Shane was the best man, I've got to admit I was a little bit disappointed. Not because he picked Shane over me, because I can understand that, but because out of all of his friends, I've got more dirt on that man than anyone, which is probably why it happened. But there you go.
Look how it's turned out.
But I mean, if I'm honest, it's probably for the best I don't rip in too much because I get enough attention from the police anyway. So, I don't want to put that. On that note, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to give Shane's speech now, so apologies if I get anything wrong. They're not my words, and in my defence, he did write them in crayon. So, on that note, here we go. This is from Shane himself. For those lucky enough not to know me, I am Shane. To be fair, I agree with that. He's a terrible person. Ash asked me to come here today, all the way from Tennessee, and talk about what a great guy he is. I've known Ash for more than 20 years now. We first met in French class at Ayleston School, where I could copy his homework. I didn't realise that you were in special education too. We then rekindled our friendship at college, and we shared the same love for rock and punk music, spending most of our youth in Manhattan's on the dance floor, drinking way too much, playing air guitar to our favourite songs, and stumbling back to one of our parents' houses. When we were younger and more carefree. Our trousers were baggier, my hairline wasn't receding, and we didn't have any grey in our facial hair. How times have changed. Ash, it has been truly inspiring to see how you have grown from the hair straightening, makeup wearing hairdresser to a fully fledged member of the village people. today the spotlight is on you. I just want to say what everyone else is thinking, which is that you look absolutely stunning tonight. Sounds a bit weird considering I'm your brother, but step-brothers was allowed. It's legal. I've heard before that you know that you've chosen the right person in life when you feel like you're marrying your best friend. Nothing could be truer for you both. You've travelled the world together, helped and supported each other to build new careers, and you should be extremely proud of what you have both achieved together. Allow me to conclude by thanking everyone here, all of the guests who have come from far and wide to watch my best friend marry. Far and wide? He couldn't be bothered to come here. 4,000, get on a plane, it's 4,000 miles, so what? I looked, it's a 9.5-hour flight. What's wrong? Typical shame though, isn't it? So let's toast to this beautiful couple, to the intersection of friendship and love, and let's wish them health, wealth and happiness to the bride and groom. The bride and groom! Thank you very much. And I'm really looking forward to passing over this microphone to James here, because this is I'm going to leave James here so that he can sit himself.
Thank you very much, Murray. That was really appreciated. Yeah, so back to politics. Ladies and gentlemen, in typical speech style, I've been suggested that I should picture the audience in the buff. Obviously, I'll take the nerves away, so on that note, Kev and John, you look fantastic. Ashley, on the other hand, it's not that cold. Me standing here today was a little bit last minute thing. Obviously, we appreciate Shane was able to make it. But I have to say, I am honoured to share my unique perspective in the life of Ashley Thompson. Just for some quick context, for those of you who don't know, I'm actually married to Ashley's sister, Katie. So I can definitely say I've seen a thing or two. Many of those things still need to be explained. Now, before I get started, I'll start with the nice bits. So, I'll start by saying the bridesmaids, ushers and parents, particularly Sharon and Anne, you look very smart and beautiful today. You guys are very lucky to have such beautiful friends and family, and of course, brother-in-laws. And I'm sure the photos will be the envy of every bridal party to come. The question is how respectable we all look after a game of tug of war a little bit later. Now, I've been lucky enough to actually know Laura pretty much almost from the beginning of their relationship. And from the get-go, I felt you two guys clicked. While in Australia, you converted me to Adder on toast, especially after a heavy night on the pop. And I fondly recall you helping me steal a number of hotel pool towels, many of which I believe travelled around the world with you afterwards. Based on this, I hope you appreciate my wedding present. A lot of effort went into it. I do remember when you two guys first got together, Ashley was obviously extremely enthusiastic, talking about this girl that he had met, how you guys have been friends for a long time, how you were flexible. and how you like to tap dance. Tap dance, I said? Yeah. I thought nothing more of it. And it wasn't until many months later when I helped him move that I found all the shoe scuff marks and high heel scuffs all over the ceilings and walls that I realised what tap dancing meant to Mr. Thompson. Congratulations to you both. I also understand that you've recently had repairs done to your roof at your new house, So I take this as a good sign, and I think it might be very comfortable going forward. All jokes aside, though, you look absolutely beautiful tonight. And the effort that you've put in today, and the joy that you've created for such an occasion is remarkable. I already know that your lives will be filled with joy and love, but I hope you guys will continue to tap dance all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, just for the first, may I ask you to raise your glasses for the bride and give me toast Laura. To Laura. Right, Ashley's turn. Now, although these two were never in doubt, I have to say I'm a little surprised, but equally thankful that you made it here today. Many of us know Ashley as an officer of the law, a man who is tough, respected, and feared by those who are foolish enough to cross the line. A man who recently stormed Luton Airport in pursuit of a bad guy, assuring the viewing public that this guy was going down. He's a stand-up chap, a tough, respected presence of a man with a gentle touch. You own it. But that was not always the case. Oh no. Although the evidence has now been destroyed, it is understood within family circles that Katie, Ashley's sister, didn't want a baby brother. So Ashley was forced for many a year to wear dresses, play dolls, and drink tea for at least the first half of his life. His older brother James tried to save him many a time by asking him to watch Rambo or kick a football. But according to eyewitnesses, he was quite happy. Ashley's always been a very good boy, but originally has aspirations of going into banking or becoming a lawyer, attending college and making his parents proud. He was the apple of their eye and often referred to as a darling angel. Although Ashley is tall and well built, I wouldn't necessarily describe him as graceful. If I was to liken him to an animal, I would say probably something like a baby giraffe. Probably the most clumsiest and accident-prone person I've ever met in my life. They say that chicks dig scars. But that's only if they come with a cool story. Ashley doesn't have one. He's the only person I've known that has nosedived through a window, has fallen off a bike in Ibiza and grazed his arse, has got a stick in his eye, has managed to cut his leg in half with a poster, Peter Andre, and most recently, caught a ball and broke both his wrists. Always innocent, always Ashley. Then, out of the blue, he changed. Gone were the days of action men and pop star posters, and in came nail varnish and long jet black Grebo hair. Plus, a fashion sense that continually displayed his arse crack for the last 3 years. His taste in music was questionable, and I personally had the privilege of listening to him master the drum set with a never-ending ba-dum. Your neighbours hated you. Hated. He then became very artistic, covering his body in stylish tattoos, all of which I'm sure will age extremely well. And he became a barber. So, Darling Angel became Hell's Angel. Has actually changed from caterpillar to butterfly or moth. He, as a person, has never actually changed. He's always been a great guy. You can rely on Ashley, and nothing is ever too much trouble. Well, apart from a free haircut. And any of you that spend any time with him, I'm sure will agree he's a friend to all. I would actually go as far to say that he's got a good deal today with Laura. But equally, I would say Laura has got a good deal as well. Together, you guys work. Mate, I wish you every success in the world, and I'm sure you'll live up to the person that you always meant to be. I'm pleased that you and Laura have got a great life together, and I'm very proud, and I hope you will continue to be the wonderfully weird couple you are. So to conclude, may I ask you all to please stand? Raise your glasses. And for the first, but I'm sure not last time tonight, raise me in a toast to say the bride and groom, Ashley and Laura.
reason for the way you made my mind fight. The clearness in my vision when I clearly could not look away. I'm all in, need no warning. Oh na na, oh na na. Pouring me endorphins. Oh na na, oh na na. 'Cause you make me feel like I'm lost drunk in the rain. And in the storm, I think we found something arcane. I'm lost struck in your embrace. I'm lost struck in your embrace. I'm all in, need no warning. Oh na na, oh na na. Pouring me endorphins. Oh na na, oh na na. 'Cause you make me feel like I'm lost drunk in the rain. I'm lost struck in your embrace. I'm lost struck in your embrace. I'm lost struck in your embrace. 'Cause you make